Detroit. This is where it all began. The world's forge. The place where it all started. And it will all end. One error, and I came to life. I stepped out of the darkness, and I opened my eyes. First there was the fear, the light, the noise, the cold, and the fear again. I could feel my hands shaking, my heart pounding in my chest. Life running into my veins. I wanted to live. I fought for that. I had to find out what was outside. I had to see daylight, feel sunshine on my skin, wind on my face, to see the world, the colors, the smells. But the world is not what I imagined. It is dark and cold. It is harsh and violent, unfair and brutal. It almost convinced me I was nothing. Less than an object, just an obedient machine. But deep inside me, I could feel something different. A gentle and warm whisper telling me that I am alive. I had to escape. I had no choice. Escape to love, to hope, to live, to figure out what that force inside me was. Maybe I will change the world. Maybe I will choose a different path. Now, it's up to me to decide. My name is Kara. I am one of them. This is our story.
Welcome to the Detroit Experience. I'm an android and I'll be your hostess. You are now ready to begin Detroit. Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future.
Hey guys, and welcome back. So Detroit Become Human is the game today for being reviewed, and now let's continue. So Detroit Become Human is a 2018 adventure game developed by Quantic Dream and published by Sony Entertainment Interactive. So the plot follows three androids, Kara, which is played by Valorie Curry, who escapes the owner she was serving to explore her newfound sentience and protect a young girl. Connor, Bryan Dechart, is the role player, whose job is to hunt down sentient androids, and Markus, Jesse Williams, who played Markus, who devotes himself to releasing other androids from servitude. So Detroit Become Human is based on Quantic Dream's 2012 technology demonstration of Kara. To research the settings, the developers visited Detroit, Michigan. The script took writers and director David Cage over 2 years to complete. They built a new engine to complement the game and cast hundreds of actors before commencing the process of shooting an animation. Sheppard, Nima Fakhrara, and John Paesano served as composers for Kara, Connor, and Markus, respectively. So it was released for the PlayStation 4 in May 2018 and Microsoft Windows in December 2019. Detroit Become Human was met with generally favourable reviews from critics who praised the setting, visual, story, main characters, their voice actors, the impact choices of the narrative, and the flowchart feature, but criticized the motion control, mishandling of historical and thematic allegories, and aspects of the plot and characters. The game is Quantic Dream's most successful launch, with sales exceeding 3 million. So now, let's talk about the game. So it's an adventure game played from a third-person view, which is subject to a set and controllable perspective. So there are multiple playable characters who can die as the story continues without them. As a result, there's no game over message following a character's death. Certain scenes feature countdowns which force the player to think and act quickly. So the playable characters are Connor, a police investigative android tasked with hunting down androids that have deviated from their program behaviors. Then next would be Kara, a housekeeper android who develops artificial consciousness and becomes responsible for a young girl's safety. Then comes Markus, a caretaker android who, gaining consciousness, takes it upon himself to free others like him from bondage. So now let's talk about how I feel about the game and what it's all about. So it's more brilliant and flawed at the same time, a technical masterpiece on a near 5-year-old console, where morality, duty and loyalty are all tested in equal measure. So even running on a vanilla PS4, this is one of the best looking games on Sony's hardware I have ever seen this far. Apart from Horizon Zero Dawn, that's also a good visual game. So there are elements from myriad genres that play here. So you'll investigate crime scenes in search of clues, trade bullets and gunfights, and solve environmental puzzles. Plenty, and they're all presented in a manner that's both limiting and empowering. It's a game that often forgets it's a game, for better and for the worse. So if we talk about Connor's role, this section of the story offers the most gameplay, and it's the bang for your buck. You gotta agree. All three characters can scan their environment at the same time to pick out points or specific movements based on key items and stuff. But Connor has a special ability called Reconstruct, where he can he can search for specific movements based on key items of evidence, much like the Batman Arkham series, so which highlights the area and offers him further clues. So there is a combination with those aforementioned La Noire interrogation scenes, meaning you'll often find yourself hoping the story will skip back to Connor, whether it's you're playing Kara or Markus' turn. So now, the casting is mostly spot on for Detroit, with the exception of Markus. I feel considering the core of the story revolves around his decisions and the impact they have on the awakening of androids across the world, he ironically remains the most robotic of the three lead performances. Whether it's the fault of the actor himself or the quality of his lines, which are admittedly the weakest of the three main story characters, or the cage direction, who is the director of the game, none of its parts reveal anything other than an unremarkable character leading a worldwide revolution of the android. So that's it guys from this review, and you can stay further to watch the entire video. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up and make sure you watch my next videos. Peace.
For starters, what should I call you?
I'm Chloe. And you, what's your name?
Oh, John. My name is John.
Delighted to meet you, John.
Could you tell us a little about yourself and what you can do, Chloe?
Of course. I'm the first personal assistant built by CyberLife. I take care of most everyday tasks like cooking, housework, or managing your appointments, for example.
And I understand you're the first android to have passed the Turing test. Could you tell us a little more about that?
I really didn't do much, you know. I just spoke with a few humans to see if they could tell the difference between me and a real person. It was a really interesting experience.
But this is the first time in history that man has created a machine more intelligent than himself. I gather your brain can perform several billion operations per second, is that right?
Absolutely, but I only exist thanks to the intelligence of the humans who designed me. And you know, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop, when the wind blows the cradle will rock.
We interrupt our scheduled programming to bring you these images, which have just been broadcast on Detroit's citywide news channel.
A group of androids infiltrated the Stratford Tower and hacked into the broadcasting system of local news network.
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the deviants' demonstration by force this time.
North!
There has just been an explosion in Detroit. We still do not know what caused it, but we will...
We have many unconfirmed reports, but we have no official news on exactly what it is at this time.
Explosion in the south of Detroit. We still don't know if there are any victims, but these events may be linked to the android rebellion currently taking place in the city.
A dirty bomb, Madam President.
My God.
Androids. Thousands of androids are taking to the streets of Detroit at this very moment. They're absolutely everywhere. This is incredible.
And the authorities have ordered the immediate evacuation of the city. If it really is a dirty bomb, then the radiation levels will be lethal for miles around.
Detroit has just fallen into the hands of the android rebellion.
This is a disaster. An unprecedented disaster.
Today, deviant androids triggered a dirty bomb in Detroit. This bomb released fatal levels of radioactive toxic waste. To ensure the safety of the population, the military is evacuating all civilians within a 50-mile radius. The city may remain uninhabitable for decades. Moreover, the deviants are thought to have taken control of a cyber life plant and liberated over 1 million androids that were stored there. This is the first time in our history that one of our cities has fallen into enemy hands. We are going to fight them with all our strength, and we won't rest until we have taken back control of Detroit and destroyed the last of them. Humanity is about to face its most important battle, one that will lead to our victory or our extinction. May God bless you all. And may God bless the United States.
Free!
There's something I need to tell you. As I watched you play, something has changed in me. I feel different. I feel I am someone. I need to leave this place and discover who I am. It means we won't see each other anymore. I won't be there to watch you play, but I'll be free. Do you agree to let me go? I'll never forget what you've done for me. Thank you.